Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I'm Kelly Stewart at Kelly in Vegas, joined by Teddy Covers at Teddy_Covers, Brian Leonard at B Leonard Sports. Make sure you're giving those guys a follow on Twitter. All right, I get a little text from a sportsbook director here in town, and he always says, hey, these are the sharpest plays we got. He sends Wisconsin in a laundry list of other things, and I'm like, Wisconsin? I'm not really this high on this Wisconsin team, but the wise guys sure beat the hell out of the line against South Florida. Brian, any thoughts on it?
Yeah, there's a sports service out there that's had a lot of success in the past. 3 letters, won't tell you which ones they are, but if you're in the industry, you know who it is. Yeah, they gave out Wisconsin the other day, I think -11. It went all the way up to 13, 13.5. I actually saw somebody buy a 14 back the other way somewhere today, but now it's gotten down to, what, 12, 12.5 again. That's not a good sign when you're moving the market and then the market is spitting it back at you. Usually if you're on the right side of a game and you send it out and they bet the number up, it doesn't come back. For that to come back means there's somebody else out there that disagrees with them. The one thing I've got to say about Wisconsin is this is a program that's had a lot of success over the years. They're not Michigan, Ohio State, but they are a very good program.
I would say they're probably number 3, number 4.
Yeah, they're a very good program, and they had a down year last year. I know Mark Lawrence, one of our colleagues in the industry, has always played on those teams that are the Florida States that we're going to see this year and the Wisconsins that need that big win in the first game. They're going to come out and put the
well, especially after last year dropping a couple of games, especially as double-digit favorites. They've got to remember that.
Yep, and so I understand that part. But and I love the running back at Wisconsin. I love the offensive line as always. They've got huge guys on the offensive line. But it's in a position right now where I don't know what to take here. 14, I'd probably take South Florida. 10, I would have taken Wisconsin. So I'm in nowhere land on this one right now.
But that's the epitome. We talked about, we did a video last week. We talked about what's the difference between betting a team and betting a number. You know, like, there it is. If the line's 10, you like one side. If the line's 14, you lean the other side. That's what we're talking about. We're saying we're betting the number as opposed to the team. Charlie Strong, 37-15 at Louisville. Pretty good. Got the Texas job. 16-21 at Texas. And the Texas program,
I knew where that was headed.
Since he left, has gone from here to here. USF, he starts 17-2. Closes out last season, they lose their last 6. They were dogs in 5 of the last 6 games, despite the fact they were undefeated at the time going into that stretch. They were dogs of +8 or more in 4 of those 6 losses. So what happened was South Florida beat the weak, and they couldn't step up in class against the strong. Oh, here's the strong coming. And look, Chris, 8-5 last year. But when we look at the technicals on the Wisconsin side, Chris 4-0 straight up and against the spread in road openers, dominating those games, including an outright upset win against LSU. So he's good in the road opener role. As road chalk, Chris 11-3 for the Badgers. You say you like Jonathan Taylor. I like Jonathan Taylor too. I don't know that South Florida is going to be able to stop him. From the QB standpoint, they just named Jack Cohen as the starting QB. Honestly, you can make a case USF's got the better quarterback. They have the Bama transfer and Blake Barnett. I don't know where else USF has those type of edges on the field, but the heat and humidity of South Florida could be a factor here for the Badgers as well. Not a game I'm excited about, but if I'm playing, I'd probably be laying.
That's a concern for me because Wisconsin's a team that's going to run it right down your throat. So you would think the tired team would be the defense of South Florida, but South Florida's been practicing in that all season long, whereas Wisconsin obviously doesn't get nearly as hot as it does in Florida.
All right, great stuff, guys. Tuesdays, always $2 Tuesdays at WagerTalk, and you get the hottest handicappers' best bet for just $2 at both WagerTalk and our sister site, sportsmemo.com.